Hello everybody, welcome to Bad Big Games, where we talk about all things PlayStation and games. I'm your host Joseph, and today we're going to be talking about Sony and Microsoft striking a deal that can change the future of video games as we know it. So with all that said, with all that out of the way, Future Joe, start the show. So you heard me right. Sony PlayStation and Microsoft Xbox are teaming up to share technologies together in order to help innovate the gaming industry. So before we get into my thoughts, what exactly is this deal? I'm going to read the press release straight out of Microsoft. There's a link in the description. Please give it a click, and it reads the following. Sony Corporation and Microsoft Corp announced on Thursday that the two companies will partner on new innovations to enhance customer experiences in their direct-to-customer entertainment platforms and AI solutions. Under the memorandum, the understanding signed by the parties, the two companies will explore a joint development of future cloud solutions in Microsoft Azure to support their respective game and content streaming services. In addition, the two companies will explore the use of current Microsoft Azure data-centered based solutions for Sony's game and content streaming services. By working together, the two companies deliver more enhanced entertainment experiences for worldwide customers. These efforts will also include building better development platforms for the content creator community. Sony is a creative entertainment company with a solid foundation of technology. We collaborate closely with a multitude of content creators that capture the imagination of people around the world. And through our cutting-edge technology, we provide the tools to bring those dreams and visions to reality, said Kenichiro Yoshida, president and CEO of Sony. PlayStation, the brand, came about through the integration of creativity and technology. Our mission is to seamlessly evolve this platform as one that continues to deliver the best and most immersive entertainment experiences together with a cloud environment that ensures the best possible experience anytime, anywhere. For many years, Microsoft has been a key business partner for us. Through the course of the two companies have also been competing in some areas. I believe that our joint development of the future cloud solutions will contribute greatly to advance the advancement of interactive content. Additionally, some of that in areas of semiconductors and AI, leveraging each company's cutting-edge technology in a mutually complementary way will lead to creation of new value for society. End quote. Now that quote comes from the Sony CEO, so now let's hear Microsoft CEO. Sony has always been a leader in both entertainment and technology, and the collaboration we announced today builds on this history of innovation, said Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft. And guys, I think I killed it with that name, just letting you know. He continues on saying, our partnership brings the power of Azure and Azure AI to Sony to deliver new gaming and entertainment experiences for customers. That was a lot of words. What does it exactly mean? Put it in English, Joe. All right, so what it means in a Twitter summary is that Sony has what Microsoft wants and Microsoft has what Sony needs, right? Microsoft is going to be giving Sony Azure cloud services for Sony for PlayStation, which means things like PlayStation Now might be greatly benefited due to the Azure servers being some of the best cloud-based technology that cloud-based services have to offer at this very point in time. I believe they are the best cloud servers one could ask for. So any streaming service that Sony is looking for, maybe it's PlayStation Vue, and maybe most probably it's PlayStation Now, that's going to benefit Sony in the long run, because now they talk about it in that quote, play anywhere at any time. They really want that vision that xCloud is, right? Play anywhere, whether it's on your phone, on your tablet, a million miles away from your PlayStation 4, you're able to play. And so you might be saying, well, okay, why would Microsoft do that? Why would Microsoft give the best thing that they have, this Azure server technology, to their competitor? I think it means a multitude of things. First off, Microsoft has been very clear they don't believe in this console war nonsense, which is really awesome to hear. They're in the business of making money, and by closing themselves off, it limits their access to make money. So they're being as open as they can for saying, hey, you know what? Whoever's the leader in the next generation as we close out this one, we want to make money. We want to make money there wherever we can. Let's do it. So if that means that, hey, PlayStation is yet again the king of the castle next generation and everybody's streaming off their PlayStation 5, Microsoft is still making dough because they're running their background services for Sony. Bringing in better technology means bringing in a better marketplace. We know that the PlayStation marketplace is not good. And rumors of, gifting and trophy progress, whether those things are great and all, we don't see them. They're not a reality. Those Azure services could bring those things to a reality. And at the same exact time, I don't know what semiconductors are, and I'm not going to pretend like I do, but Microsoft needs them. Microsoft wants them. But most importantly, this screams to me that Sony and Microsoft are looking at each other going, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's work together. I think they're much comfortable knowing that they'll compete with each other in a less in-your-face way, that you do your thing, we do our thing, and then at the same exact time look at Google Stadia and go, but we need to stop those guys, right? We can't give Google an inch because they'll take 3 miles, right? So I think that's what this deal also screams, is that Microsoft and Sony are trying to close out the competition that is coming in this year. And for that, I can't really blame them. Again, I would like to see with Microsoft, with Google being so open to this crossplay future, is Microsoft actually going to close Stadia out and give some type of bullshit excuse? While at the same time, does this mean this opens the doors to, let's just say it, like, does this open the doors to Game Pass on PlayStation? Does this open the door to saying, hey, let's have crossplay, right? Let's play with each other, Xbox. I can't say no anymore. And I don't think anybody can say, no, Joe, you're being unreasonable, because Microsoft literally gave Sony the best thing that they have in order to A, make money, of course, but B, it's also to close out Google from encroaching on any type of territory they can find in the gaming industry. This is very much two giants trying to close out another one from coming in. So I think at this point in time, this moment could mark the beginning of the end of the notion of console wars that are the dumbest thing ever. It's the dumbest argument that I thought we would have grown past by now that we're still having. And hopefully this does mean, I can't say that this can't. This builds a bridge of communication between Sony and Microsoft like none other. And that's the coolest thing, is the opportunities this means for both companies to start working together, building bridges rather than tearing them down. This is awesome. While at the same time having healthy competition is great. Like, how awesome would it be if I don't have to buy another Xbox? And I know, like, that sounds awful to say, but like, what if I'm like, you know what? I prefer my PlayStation. I prefer my controller. I prefer everything about it, the ecosystem, but I want to play Gears of War. Well, Game Pass is now on PlayStation. I could play Gears of War on my PlayStation. How nuts would that be? That would be incredible. What if I'm playing Halo on PlayStation? That would be Joseph's teenage dream come to life. And that's all because Sony and PlayStation are building bridges. I don't know. It just excites me. Man, this is huge news. And with that, this is all about a conversation. I don't have the answers, of course, to what's going on here. I only have sheer excitement because video games are freaking awesome. So I want to know what your thoughts on all this news is. Do you think it's as big as a deal as I think it is? I think this is beginning of the walls being torn down. Or do you think, it's just business? Don't think of anything else that could come of this, I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Maybe you're in between. I want to know. Let's have a conversation, because here at Bad Bit Games, it's not only just about PlayStation, but it's about that conversation. So put your thoughts down below. Let's talk about it. And with all that said, with all that out of the way, guys, gang, if you like breaking news like this, if you like Should You Buys, we just did one on PSVR in 2019. If you like The Trophy Room, a PlayStation podcast made by the players for the players each and every Thursday, that actually just came out as well, then please hit like, share, subscribe. Helps me out, builds this big, beautiful family that I call home. And with all that said, with all that out of the way, I just wonder how they reached this conclusion. Is like Sony and Microsoft, both their moms named Martha? The world may never know. With all that said, with all that out of the way, keep your wits about you. Have a nice one.